All right. So Angron is coming out. Watch the video. The video is pretty darn cool. It's metal. It's metal, man. And I'm in. I'm in. So we have, the Horus Heresy iteration of this figure. And it's pretty darn cool for Horus Heresy. And I've talked in the past about my thoughts as far as, like what I'd like to see from this model. And this guy, he pretty much does look kind of like what I would imagine. If you look at the Forge World version of Angron, which is, obviously he's not demified or, all twisted up from the warp. And, like he's not a demon prince yet. This looks like a demon prince made from mostly a bloodthirster with some Angron bits. And I was kind of like looking forward to seeing a little bit more of, he looked like the Space Marine. Like he does have some elements, obviously his shoulder pad and the tentacles coming out of his head. Where isn't there a close up of his tentacles? Oh, I think it's in the video. Anyway, yeah, there are elements there, and of course he's got the big chain axe and his swords, and he's got the big demonic bloodthirster wings. Actually, the top of the wings kind of look a bit more like Tyrannid, don't they? With those little kind of segmented links along the side. Anyway, yeah, I think it's really, really darn cool. I was kind of hoping for a bit more of a Space Marine kind of thing. Like, how like Mortarion still looks a bit like a Space Marine, even though he does look like a big demon prince. Magnus is kind of, this big, gigantic, godlike thing, and he doesn't have too much on him that looks like his original Space Marine iteration, other than maybe his head. And whereas Angron here, he does look very, demon prince. He just looks more demon prince. And I kind of wish that they would have done a bit more Space Marine. Like he looks a bit more like his previous self instead of just going completely rage monster. I mean, it's cool, but this guy could easily be confused for just a bloodthirster variant or some sort of variant of a bloodthirster. And I kind of wish they kept more of the Space Marine armor look. Now, I realize that, if we do a deep dive in how he looks in Warhammer Horus Heresy, I'm sure that you can draw your parallels there. But I don't know. I was kind of hoping that they would do something more with a Space Marine aesthetic rather than more bloodthirster aesthetic. And I realized in the old epic version of the model, he looks very much like a demon. He has like no, but I mean like the old epic versions of these models, which is the only versions of the models that have existed up to this point. And I don't know. I'm not disappointed, but I was expecting a little bit more. But that's our own expectations, I realize. And I'm sure many of you probably feel a very similar way. And some of you probably are like, no, you're crazy, Chris. This guy is perfect. This is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. And that is all good because, we all have different expectations of what we see and what we imagine. And me personally, I was imagining him to be a little bit more Space Marine. Yes, I was totally expecting him to have very bloodthirster elements to him. But like with his cloven hooves and, the big spiky tail and, all these things, I'm not disappointed. He's pretty darn cool. It is, what we would expect from the Demon Prince of Khorne. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. He's cool. He's cool and all, and there are elements of his armor that are present. I don't know. I think it'd have been cooler if he was just a little bit more Space Marine and he didn't have the cloven hooves. And, I think also his wings being kind of splayed straight back like that. I think it'd have been cooler if he was standing more upright in a big roar and his wings in full spread. You know what I mean? Like a dragon roaring up on its feet kind of thing. I think that would have been really, really cool for Angron, especially how big he should be. Because, Magnus is really, really huge. He makes Mortarion look really small. And I'm hoping that this guy is at least as impressive as Magnus, because Magnus is a really impressive sculpt. And this guy's chock full of detail. Hopefully this is plastic as well. I don't know. I would assume this is plastic. I'm going to assume it's plastic. Tons of detail. It would make me first think that it's a Forge World model, but no, this has got to be plastic. This has got to be plastic. And of course, we were seeing all sorts of teasers today. There was all sorts of, comments about a leak. But yet, here we have the full iteration of the model. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I'm in. But I'm not disappointed. I don't know. I'm circling now. But anyway, that's my initial thoughts on this model. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is exactly what you were looking for? Or are you just kind of in the same boat as me where you're, a little bit disappointed? Just a little bit. Just a little disappointed. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying I'm a little disappointed. I don't know. It's my own biases, I guess. I guess that's what it is, right? I don't know. Time will tell. I'm sure it's going to grow on me, and he's going to be, really badass, but I don't know. I kind of wanted him to look more like a Space Marine, I guess, than full-on Bloodthirster. But anyway, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure you all have thoughts as well.